Hey guys, Mel the Train Shooter here again with another bases tutorial for you. Now, we've done quite a bit on bases, sort of planned and sort of on demand, so to speak. And I thought there's only one other thing I really need to show you, and that's how to make the removable disc bases. Now, it's pretty easy, but there's a few tips, so what I thought I'd do is I'd just give you a few tips, take you through the process, and then we're all done with bases, you know, with regards to round bases and all that sort of stuff. So, removable disc bases, you know the ones. They're a typical area terrain base, but they've got the removable discs on, like you can have trees or scattered terrain on, etc. They're really easy to make, okay, but you just need a couple of specialist tools, or more specifically you need one of these. Oh, you know I'm gonna have fun with this. Okay, what we got here? Right, well obviously we've got a drill, but we've got a cutting disc attachment. Okay, a bit, and you can buy these. You can buy them either as solid set sizes, or you can buy these adaptable ones. And I just picked up this adaptable one. I think it was about £7. You really do need these, to be perfectly honest. You can't do it without it. Yeah, because obviously this is what we use to cut our discs out. Obviously the other thing I've got is I've got a jigsaw. Yeah, just to cut the wood out. Now, I'm working with 3mm MDF, yeah. Now, you know, if you know my stuff, I like 6mm MDF. Yeah, obviously I'm doing 2 layers, so 3 plus 3 is 6, and well, I end up with a standard base. The other thing that's quite important is templates. Well, you can get away with it without templates because, well, basically, you're going to need 2 copies of exactly the same, area base. One to sit at the bottom, and then one to cut your holes out of that sits on top, creating the removable disc. Yeah, now in this case I use templates, so I have a load of templates. Yeah, typically I have enough templates to cover 2 foot by 2 foot, so on a 2 foot by 4 foot board I know I can get exactly the same amount out of them. Yeah, I can get out of that sheet, I can get 2 foot by 2 foot's worth of area terrain bases that are going to be doubled up. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw around this, yeah, and then cut out 2 copies. Yeah, once I've done my 2 copies, the next thing I'm going to do is come in and drill out some discs. Now I'm not going to show you this yet because it's outside, it's just me cutting. Yeah, you don't need to see it. Yeah, so what I'll do is we'll jump back once I've got those, and I'll take you through the last sort of stages. Like I say, it's dead easy, but I'll take you through it. Okay guys, we're back from outside, and I've cut my bases out, and then I've cut the holes out of one of them. Obviously, as always, you know, if you're working with MDF, wear a mask, watch out for the dust, watch out for your fingers if you're working with power tools, and just be careful, eh? Little safety announcement there. Right, now, as you can see, yeah, I've just banged 3 holes into this. I think they're 2.5 inches, to be perfectly honest. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, the key point with putting holes in is make sure you leave at least sort of ½ an inch between the holes and between the between the edge of the base. Now I can never cut bases out exactly the same. Yeah, so you'll all, you know, if you're like me, yeah, and you end up with like a little bit of overlap, yeah, make sure you put the larger base at the bottom before you cut the holes out. So just compare them, yeah, and then cut your holes out. Now obviously the next thing we've got to do is glue these down, but quickly before I do, let's talk about the discs that we've sort of pulled out of them. Now, the disc cutter, well, the hole cutter is designed to cut holes, so it doesn't cut brilliant discs. They're okay, yeah, but if you drop them in, you can see you've got a reasonable amount of space around them, yeah? So, drop that one in there. Now, this isn't an issue, this is perfectly fine, guys. Ooh, let me move that in camera a bit more, yeah? But, if you are a bit of a perfectionist, yeah, like me, what you can do is make sure that in advance, you buy laser cut MDF discs, yeah, that fit your holes much better, yeah. So as a comparison, there you go. So if you're after that perfectionist look, yeah, just make sure you can get some some MDF laser cut 3mm bases, yeah, that match the cutting diameter of your drill bit, which is quite nifty. Now these have actually been beveled down with a Dremel. Yeah, I've beveled the edges of bases, of 3mm bases. Yeah, that's for the Burma project. I'll talk about that later. Anyway, let's crack on with this. The next thing we've got to do is obviously glue these 2 pieces together. Yeah, and our glue of choice is PVA. The reason we're going for PVA is that it will soak into the MDF. Yeah, if we went with some other glues, some thicker body glues, they can actually make a gap between the sheets, whereas this will soak in and it will give us a really good seal. Now, yeah, here I have a reasonably large sheet of greaseproof paper. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the glue onto my base with the disc. Yeah, so come on, out you come. Yeah, there we go. Round the edge. Yeah, that'll do. Right, next job, get our other base. Very quickly, line it up. Yeah, you don't have to be perfect when you drop it down because we're going to be flipping it over anyway. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wiggle it because I like wiggling it. I'm always wiggling it. Yeah, and all I'm trying to do is spread that PVA out and around, and that'll help it get a nice even seal. Yeah, there we go. That should be all the way around. Next job, which I'm completely unprepared for, is I need to just go around the edges with a cloth. Yeah. Inside the discs is important, yeah, because you don't want any lumps of PVA or anything making your discs not go flat. Yeah, and then very quickly just around the edges, just in case there's any blobs. Yeah. And once that's done, yeah, it's time to just plop it down. Yeah, is that lined up? Yeah, that's nice. Fold over it with your greaseproof paper. Now, if you're doing a load of these bases, what you can do is dead simple. Just have a long roll of greaseproof paper, kitchen paper as they call it. Yeah, and then just, you know, put another base down, fold over, put another base down, fold over. And the reason for that is you just get them all stacked up and it doesn't take up much room. I'm only doing this one just as a demo piece and also as a little side project for something, but I only needed one. Yeah, so next thing is we want something heavy and flat, yeah, to sort of push those pieces together. I can think of nothing better than this. It's the only thing I got bloody used. It's the only thing I've used it for. And then finally, some heavy weight on top. Just get some pressure on it. Yeah, and that is a beautiful red mid. Nah, it's pink. You're wondering what sort of train I'm going to be doing with pink, aren't you? Nah, that's what the wife wants in the bedroom. Yeah. Joy, eh? Right, guys, let's come back to this once it's dried, eh? Right, 24 hours. See you tomorrow. Okay, guys, it's been 24 hours and this is all dry now. We've taken it out, and as you can see, yeah, really solid. Yeah, it's looking rather nice. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't really like that, and the placement ain't brilliant. So, next job to do on this is to bevel down the edges, and I'm going to use a Dremel for that, as I did in my Dremeling video thingy. Yeah, but I'm also going to take the jigsaw out, and I'm going to just quickly run around that and make it a bit more kidney bean shaped. Right, I don't like that long edge. Anyway, guys, I'm going to hit the backyard, get that cut down. I'll come back and show you once it's done, yeah? Right. Okay, guys, I'm back inside. Yeah, obviously, as you can see, the shape's changed just a little. We've kidney beaned it and just pulled these edges back just a little. Yeah, and then I've beveled the edge with my, Dremel, and quick, smooth over with a bit of sandpaper. And if I bring it up, yeah, you'll see that seam, if it's focusing, I hope it is. That seam is perfect, yeah, it's seamless. Because we put so little PVA on, because the PVA soaks down, because we squidged it about. You'll also see if I bring up to the discs, they're all nice and clean. Yeah, and it is essentially, you know, one piece. Dust, wet mask. Yeah, then obviously we've got a disc. Now these discs were cut out by the hole cutter, I should say. Yeah, and so they don't fit perfectly, yeah, but they're good enough. Once they're floxed up and textured, etc., they'll be fine. If you do want perfect looking terrain, yeah, just simply buy MDF discs that fit. Yeah, it'll work absolutely fine. When it comes to texturing it up, when it comes to flocking it, etc., just make sure that you have like a little bit of cardboard. And whenever you do anything, you sort of come in here and you sort of clean around these edges. Yeah, same with the discs. When you're working with the discs, just make sure you work on the top surface, yeah, not on the edges, otherwise you're going to have issues with it laying flat. Okay, so that's basically everything there is to know about making removable disc scatter terrain base thingies. I'm really going to have to figure out what I'm going to call this video. The longest one ever. Anyway, guys, as always, yeah, that pretty much covers bases for us, I think. I can't think of anything else with bases I need to show you now. Yeah, so I think we've done that one. Huzzah! Right, like it if you like it. Throw a comment down below if you've got any tips, any experiences, any questions. As always, guys, share it if you know someone who likes this sort of stuff. Remember, check out the Terraniacs Facebook group. Link in the description. And always, you know, if you really do like what I do and you want to sort of give me a bit of a hand, you can always, you know, throw me a buck a month on Patreon. Yeah, there's a link below to find out about all that. Do it, don't it, doesn't really matter. I'll be cracking on with tutorials either way. Yeah, right guys, I'm going to crack on. I'll see you in the next vid, which is going to be a good one. I'll catch you later, guys. Ta-da.